Okay, Chag Sameach, everybody. It's Erev Shavuot. I just wanted to share a couple of insights with you. Um, Two questions we're gonna try to investigate. Why do we decorate the shul with some greenery or some trees? Some people say, and why is there a minhag to have dairy on Shavuot? We have a few insights from Yedei Hayim, which is a unique sefer, rare sefer by the author of the Ben Ish Chai, Rabbi Yosef Chaim. So we're going to give you like one answer for the greenery. So it says that when the Har Sinai, before Hashem gave the Torah, the mountain of Har Sinai was full of green grass. And how do I know this? Because it says in the pasuk, "Gam hatzon vehabakar al yiru el mul hahar hahu." Make sure, Hashem says to Moshe Rabbeinu, to the Jewish people, make sure that the sheep and the cattle don't graze near the mountain. But wasn't it all desert? So we see from here that if Hashem is saying not to graze, that means there was something for the animals to graze. So Hashem made a huge miracle right before Matan Torah, giving up the Torah. Hashem made a miracle that the entire Har Sinai desert was full of greens, flowers, and trees, and blossoming of beautiful, beautiful fragrances. And we also learn a similar idea in the Mishnah in Pirkei Avot that says, Rabbi Shimon ben Gamliel Omer, Al Shosha Devarim Ha'olam Kayam. The world stands on three things: Al Hadin, Al Haemet, Ve'al Shalom. Din, Emet, and Shalom. So if you take the first letters of Din, Shalom, and Emet, is Deshe. What's Deshe? Deshe is grass. And Deshe in Aramaic, Dasha is a gate. So when entering the Torah, when approaching the Torah or to receive the Torah, you have to understand that the only way the gate to the next world, or the gate of life, the gate for anything that you want, is really through the Torah. That is a small answer for the greens. I would like to share a couple of insights, says Yedei Hayim, the author of the Ben Ish Chai, as to why we also have a special minhag to have dairy. It's a very unique, special custom to have dairy on Shavuot. Milk in Hebrew is called chalav. Okay, chalav is also gematria 40. And this is a hint to the 40 days and 40 nights that Moshe Rabbeinu went up to receive the Torah, to give over to the Jewish people in preparation for Har Sinai. The word chalav is also coming to teach us that if you open up the letters of halav, het, lamed, and bet, if you take the open letters, it spells the letters yud, taf, mem, dalet, and yud, taf. So altogether, if you put that in a word, it's called timidit. Timidit means always. Timidit means constant. And the way, the comparison of the chalav, milk, to Torah is just like the Torah is timidit, so too your action towards it should also be always constant. It shouldn't be as a temporary, okay? When I have available time, I'm going to learn Torah. No, anytime that I have an opportunity, 1 minute here, 5 minutes there, 20 minutes here. And even if someone has a set schedule, like 8 to 9, he's learning, okay? Even if he's learning, like, for example, 8 to 9, but he has an opportunity at lunchtime. I have a half-hour break, extra time. I finish eating quickly. So what I do for the 30 minutes? You're supposed to learn Torah. And that's what we learn. The second answer for the chalav. A third answer for the challah, for the milk, is we know that milk is white, and white represents chesed, the kindness. The Torah was given through kindness, and during the 49 days of the Sefirat HaOmer, we're trying to remove the negative tuma klipot of Mitzrayim, and one by one, and now we're on the 49th day. We're on the 49th day where we're supposed to reveal our purest level, and the first day, right after 49, what do? We have something that's going to hint to us as something that's white, something that's milk. And that's why right after all night learning, what do? We have a special minhag to have a little bit something milk, something dairy. Another answer is there's chalav could be broken down into het, lamed, bet. We know that the Torah starts with the letter bet, and the Torah with Bereshit, and the Torah ends with the word Israel, lamed. So that's the lamed bet of chalav, and het is 8. There are 8 different ways how to learn the Torah. One is kosher, pasul, if something is kosher, or not kosher, which is called pasul. Third way is tameh and tahor, impure. That's already four. The fifth and sixth ways is to learn if something is chayav or zakai, if you're guilty or innocent, okay, obligated or not obligated. And the seventh and eighth way is asur or mutar. Asur is something that's not allowed. Mutar is something that's permitted. So there's eight different ways how you could learn the Torah through the lev. You want to know something by heart? You want to know the entire Torah? It's all of these eight things. That's what we have chalav. Another cute thing about chalav is het lev. There's eight hearts. We know that anything that you do, there is a revealed portion of it and there's a hidden portion of it. So there are usually involved in learning and teaching the concepts and concepts of the Torah. There is your own personal heart. There is the heart of your teacher, your Rebbi. There's a heart of your chavruta, the one who you're learning with, and there's also the hearts of your students. So that's four hearts. However, there is always a revealed aspect and there is a hidden aspect in any one of those. So those 4 times 2 is also 8. Again, het lev, 8 hearts are involved to learn and to understand the Torah properly. The next few answers is going to be a little bit on a mature and different, deeper level. We also should know that milk, when it comes from the mother, okay, milk initially was red from blood, and whenever it turns into milk, white milk, nourishing for the baby, okay, it's now becoming sweet. So too, in the beginning, Torah might be a little bit difficult for us to learn. But after some time, you get to understand the sweetness. You get to feel the flavor. And same thing with if you pay attention to the milk of a newborn, yeah, the first couple of months that it's born, a baby that's born, the only thing it wants is milk. The only thing it knows is milk. The only thing it can survive with is milk. However, even after a baby is growing up and you start introducing to him different types of foods and different types of salads, the baby still wants the milk. So too, our desire for Torah is, even if I'm learning other things, and even if I'm learning on a usual basis, our desire is supposed to be always sweet to us. And no matter what learning I do, the Torah is supposed to be mixed into everything that I do in my life, into business, into the science, into the history. Any lesson that I can think of, any place that I focus myself and my attention to, and I find Hashem over there, that's where it's going to be the sweetest. Just like for the baby, there's no real time for the baby there's no program for the baby. Okay, it's every 2 hours I'm going to drink the milk. No, whenever it feels thirsty, whenever it feels hungry, it wants the milk. So too, our desire to learn Torah is supposed to also be at any time that I want to. It's supposed to be available, and that's what our goal is. That's the one reason why Torah is compared to chalav, to milk. Let me see if I can find something else. I think we have one more chidush over here. One more chidush about milk. Yes. Milk comes from an organ from the female that is full of that's called basar. There's no bone in it. It's flesh. Okay, there's certain parts in the body that has bones, like if you have a rib steak, okay, it has bones, but the milk comes 100% from the part of the female that is only soft, that is only full of basar, and basar is in Chazal, they refer to meat or flesh as a remez to anava, to being humble, because it says in pasuk in Yeshaya, Yavo kol basar leishtachavot lefanai amar Hashem. Hashem says, "Let all flesh come and bow down to me." So flesh is analogous, as a hint to being humble, and just like milk comes from a humble area, it hints to something that is from a humble area. So too, Torah can only penetrate to somebody who is truly humble. And to connect it to the holiday of Shavuot. Shavuot is a holiday between husband and wife, between the Jewish people and Hashem. Hashem is marrying the Jewish people every single year. And it says in the beginning in the Sefer Bereshit that when a man wants to marry a woman, it says Ya'azov ish et aviv et imo. A man is supposed to disconnect from his father and mother, v'dabak b'ishto, and attach himself to his wife, v'hayu lebasar ehad, and they will be one flesh. They will be one. When is the only way they could be one, truly? When both the husband and the wife, they act in a humble way where they're able to attach themselves to each other into one unit. But if one of them has some kind of character trait that is like an etzim, like a bone, like stiff and hakbata, and I'm strict about certain things, then that cannot make the unity perfect. In order to make a perfect blend and unify both husband and wife, we want to make sure that both have the analogy of the basar, of the flesh, which doesn't have any bone. And maybe before receiving the Torah tonight, we're going to be entering into the holiday of Shavuot. The only way a person can actually understand and connect to the marriage of Hashem and Bnei Israel is to always be humble, to always be one with everybody, to always see in everybody the positivity, the milk aspect of them, which is the purity. Find the purity in everybody, and that way you're able to receive the energy from heaven, and together, Bezrat Hashem, we will be kebasar ehad, like one flesh, like one man. May everybody have a echad kasher v'sameach. May you learn the Torah. May you understand the secrets of the Torah. May you always be happy with your family. Understand that all the troubles that might be coming from your family members or from work is really to test us, is only to humble us, is only to improve us, is only to make us grow, to be a little better. And I wish everybody a Chag Kasher V'Sameach again. All the best.